dop. Yes. You know the man in the video, he's got his big belly, and then the bloke serves him literally like a shovel of food.
It's bigger than a shovel, normally.
It's bigger than a shovel. It's like a big shovel. I mean, a shovel's still a shovel. I didn't specify the size of the fucking shovel.
What, is it a really large shovel?
Oh, it's a real large shovel.
Wow, the biggest shovel.
But that's how they do it in Turkey, because that's where he's from. And then he goes, blop, blop, and then his belly's, like, all flopping around. And for some reason, that, like, I checked the reviews of that restaurant. Sorry, we've started on a weird tangent here. I checked the reviews of that restaurant earlier. Mm-hmm. Oh, Jesus, Mabel, not now. And, like, all their reviews are like, I came to this restaurant because of the fat man belly dance on TikTok. Bizarre.
It works. It's like how Wakey Wines worked.
Do you want to introduce today's episode?
Oh, well, what are we talking about?
What the friggin' hell do you want to talk about,
well, you walked in while I was in the middle of, like, cleaning, and you were like, we're doing tea review.
Go on, talk. Do the intro.
You started the intro with skibbity bop bop.
No,
bop,
we've
bop.
got a proper intro, remember now? We planned this.
Did we?
Yeah, ready? I'll lead you in.
Okay.
Da ba da ba 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 ba.
What?
Mabel squonking
Mabel squawked perfectly. What the fuck
Why
was
didn't
that?
you do the intro?
What are you talking about?
Why didn't you just do the intro then? What's wrong with you?
He's lying.
We practiced that for hours. And you
didn't.
You couldn't even be bothered to do a basic intro.
I don't know what
You're
talking
awful.
about.
Oh my god, you just hung me out to dry then.
You know what, you deserve it. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Sorry about the audio last tea review. It's because we're... Oh, Jesus, that dog. It's because we're using, like, a slightly different setup. Obviously, the camera blew up, right? And look how you framed this. Frigging hell. It's bloody amateur hour out here on tea review,
Oh my
apparently.
god, stop complaining.
Good god. So, yeah, the Why has she decided to be the loudest possible dog the second I hit the record button?
She doesn't do this.
She's driving me nuts.
You can just hear her whacking her ball around while also squonking. Oh, she's brought a pig.
Hello. Anyway, that extremely expensive camera I bought for tea review blew up.
Yeah.
So we're on my phone now. We're using the same microphone, but I've got to adapt it, and it's like a whole pain in the ass. So let us know if today is better. It looks like it's better.
It does look like it's better.
Going by the levels on the phone, but obviously it's going to be really echo in here, because we don't have a floor in here right now.
And even if we did have a floor, it'd be like a wooden floor. Not...
It would still be quite echoey, yeah.
Sorry, I'm laughing at Mabel.
She is making so much noise. Is that coming through on the microphone?
If it is, it'll be very funny.
Mabel, bro, you need to keep it down. People are here for our gripping entertainment and social commentary.
Yeah.
And you're over there with your...
We're talking about serious things like the skibbity bop 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 bop,
You know,
man.
what are they? You know those sticks that go... Wah,
Yeah.
and you turn it up the other way, it goes... Wah.
That's what it is in the ball.
It's one of those in a ball, and Mabel loves to play football.
Yeah, she loves it. Mabel, she'll have a squonky toy in her mouth, or,
Yeah.
or a tennis ball, and she'll kick another ball around.
She just likes to kick it around all day. It keeps her so entertained. That's what she's doing right now, and it's so bloody loud.
Is she looking at you?
She's looking me dead in the eyes.
She
She's
knows.
a horrible little dog. I'm going to make a horrible promise, and you're absolutely going to hate me for this, and off camera you're going to say, we're not actually doing it.
What is it?
I know, the second this episode ends, you're going to say, we're not actually doing that, it's never worked. But I'm going to put my foot down.
Are you going to try and do something with Paul?
Yes, exactly!
No, I really don't want to.
We need to get tea review back on track like it was in the old days. Remember when we come on here and we talk about vile things for 30 minutes and people had a good laugh? And it was more about the community, okay? Dale and Cash Cow and Gay for Bray and... Paul in the comments, always liking the episodes, and one proud Ukrainian, and all of our many friends in the comments when they used to watch these things before we
I would actually rather have a commenter be on a video with us than Paul. I am not even joking.
Okay, but big caveat here, Paul doesn't drink anymore, because he makes terrible life choices when he's drunk.
Yeah, tell me about it.
So he's quit drinking, so in theory, if we do an episode with Paul, it'll be slightly less unhinged. Maybe that's what people don't want, though. I think they want the unhinged episodes. We uploaded a video with Paul once. This is Tea Review Antiquity now, where he said... I don't think I can repeat it, actually.
No, but I had to edit that video. He said one of the two videos we did with him. One of them, he did the superpower. That one was...
my God.
I had to bleep all of that out.
I forgot that we'd actually put up episodes with him on.
On a real... I had to edit it, motherfucker. This is why I don't want him
on.
The
thing is, I was hyping up that we're just going to tell all our stories in one episode, and then we never did it.
Yeah, well, you can try it, but frankly, like, I don't want to be the one editing it. I do not want to be the one editing it.
Well, you have to edit it, because I have, like, stuff to edit that, pays the bills.
Yeah, but if I have to edit it, it's going to be
fine.
him saying something absolutely fucking wild.
You'll be fine. So anyway, we're going to get Paul on, and Elise is going to edit it. That's coming soon.
What is it?
Yeah, we're seeing him soon.
Whenever we do see him, it's like either he's gonna have fucking his mum's cousin's dog's funeral, and like his girlfriend's actually taking him out to see Shrek.
Are we calling him out on this right now? So because we're all adults in our friendship group, whenever we try and coordinate something, obviously trying to get any more than 2 people together in a room at any one time is borderline impossible anyway. But whenever we try and coordinate something, Paul is the weak link in the chain 10 times out of 10, because we'll be like, oh, are you free this weekend? We can all meet up. And then Paul will reply, no, sorry, I'm off to, for example, recently, I'm off to Magaluf for a weekend.
He's gone to Magaluf, I think, like 4 times in the last year.
Or alternatively, it'll be, no, I'm off to go watch... What was the other one? The Finger Boys.
Yeah.
It was I'm off to go watch the Finger Boys that weekend, and I'm like, what are you doing? And then he's like, oh no, it's my cousin's wedding. It's our old university roommate that we didn't even like was getting married, and he went to her wedding for some bloody reason.
Your phone just went off. Maybe you should put
bing. It's
on
silent.
It binged, bro.
No, it was your phone.
My phone's not on loud, is it? Oh no, it is.
My phone. Yeah, there's a group chat popping off.
Yeah, group chat's popping off as soon as we leave.
So anyway, this fucker is and it's like gotten to the point where it's like a massive in-joke in our group now, where one of our other friends will say, hey, are we going to meet up on this weekend? And then I'll always preempt it. No, Paul's out. He's watching Shrek at the cinema or something. You know, the Shrek 20th anniversary re-release, he's off. Or it'll be something a bit more esoteric. No, he's going to London to go watch Bon Jovi's drummer give a 45-minute lecture.
I asked him if he wanted to hang out with us once, and he was like, no, sorry, I've gone to London to watch Your Lie in April.
Yeah, it's like, what is this man doing? And then without fail, every time he's like, yeah, actually, I am busy though. God damn. And then he's always like, oh, I'm so knackered. He's always like this. I'm so tired this week. Oh, I haven't got any money left. And I'm like, stay at home!
Stop going!
Go home! What are you doing?
The thing is, right, like, it's our friend's birthday in a few weeks, and then he messages
this motherfucker! I went off on him this morning. I was, like, so annoyed. I was, like, vibrating through my desk chair. I was, like, melting a hole in the office floor. I was so pissed off. Because he messaged us, and he's like, hey... can we do the Friday instead? It's our other friend's birthday, right? He's like, oh, can we do the Friday instead of the Saturday?
Me and my girlfriend want to go to a gig.
We want to go to a gig. And he's like, you lot can come, I'll just give everyone a lift over there. And we're like, our friend whose birthday is working that day. And I was like, did you just reorganise this man's birthday so that you two can go to a fucking gig? And he's like, no, it's fine if we're not going to do that, it's chill, I was just putting the offer out there. And I was like, you forgot, didn't you?
And then Sam looked it up and there were no tickets left.
It was all sold out, and I went back and I was like, motherfucker, you're going to rearrange this man's birthday so that we can not go to a gig because it's sold out. Oh, I hate him.
That was so fucking bad.
I was fuming.
Oh god.
It's good time though.
And then we found out that our friends have got like this weird hatred for Tom Holland specifically.
What the hell was that about?
Oh my god! Right, I was going insane because I was just like, they were saying, oh, he's in everything, and I was like, what's he been in? Because like,
I was getting so pissed off at this conversation. I checked out of it early.
Yeah.
Because you lot were just arguing in circles, and I was like, right, I'm going on IMDb, and I had a look. He's been in 2 films in the past 4 years. The guy doesn't do stuff. This year, he hasn't been in anything.
Because basically, he went to a cafe in the UK and he tipped £5, and then it became news that he tipped £5. We don't tip.
We don't tip in the UK.
Not in cafes. So I was just like, why is this news? And then the 2 men in the chat besides you were like, oh, I hate Tom Holland. Oh, he sucks. And he ruined Uncharted. And I was like, what has he been in besides Spider-Man and Uncharted and that one show where he was gay? That's the only things I know he's been in.
I genuinely could not name anything else he's been in. And I went on IMDb and it turns out that's because he's not in other things.
He's not in other things.
And they're like, oh, I hate his nerdy British persona.
Bro's a himbo.
And I'm like, the guy's a gymnast and an actor, and he's into fashion. They are thinking of...
Stop.
What's that dog doing?
She's trying to eat poo bags.
She's trying to eat poo bags. You know, like the bags you pick up dog poo with, not like bags filled, but we don't just keep those around even though I'm a gamer. They're thinking of Peter Parker.
They're thinking of genuinely Peter Parker.
They
just don't like Spider-Man.
Oh, I hate Harry Potter, what a twat. I hate the way he casts him spells all the time.
And then they got angry because they was like, why was he in Uncharted? And I was like, why do you blame the casting team? Like, he could have said no. And I was like, okay then. And I said, do you hate Kate Blanchett? Because she was cast in that Borderlands film, even though like she's been in loads of stuff.
Yeah.
And she's been in Marvel, because they hate Kate Marvel. And then Tom deadass goes, who's Kate Blanchett?
Oh,
I actually left the conversation. I muted it. I muted the chat, and I went to my other friends, and I was like, guys, I can't do this.
Hi, is that Tom Holland? Hi, Tom Holland. Listen, we're willing to offer you £50 million if you'll act as Nathan Drake in this upcoming Uncharted film with Mark Wahlberg, funded by Sony. The people who made you famous in the first place by casting you as Spider-Man. Hi, Sony. Yeah, it's me, Tom Holland. No, I don't think I'm a right fit for the part, actually, so I'm just going to decline that and then do nothing else the rest of the year, if that's okay, instead. Bye.
I just don't understand their hatred of him, because the thing is, right, they were trying to give reasons, like, oh, he's been in everything, and I was like, what things? And they just couldn't answer, and then you came in the chat like, he hasn't been in things. I just feel like they don't like that he's, like, a guy that girls like.
Yeah, I think they're threatened by his
because he's quite himbo-y. He's like a pretty boy.
He's very unassuming. He's quite, I would say, quite inoffensive in his ways. I think what men think women want are massive, ripped, Chad alpha men, right, who are in control of the situation, and they wear sunglasses and shirts that are 3 sizes too small. Those guys who always drive their sports cars with one arm leaning out the window. Those guys, right?
Yeah, it's the stereotype that they think.
And I don't... Listen, I'm not an expert.
Women's tastes are pretty varied.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think that would apply to all women.
No, Tom Holland's really, really popular. And they said, the other one they said was Benedict Cumberbatch. And that's because when they were teenagers and Benedict Cumberbatch was, like, huge.
Sherlock.
Women that liked him, girls that liked him were girls their age, right?
Yeah.
Girls went crazy for Benedict Cumberbatch. And then now teenage girls, not really today, but back when Spider-Man was more vogue.
Yeah, agreed.
They were really into Tom Holland because he's, like...
I'll just quickly rotate the microphone more towards you.
Yeah, it's fine. He's like a jacked little himbo guy that's like cute and not rude.
Maybe that's what they don't like.
Maybe it's what they don't
like.
like.
One of them in the group chat described him as a feminine man.
Right, no, because he's like, I'm bisexual, I like feminine men. I was like, Tom Holland's not feminine, bro. What are you talking about? He's not femme. Like, come on, because I said he was cute, and he assumes cute is femme.
But that's a man's idea of a feminine man.
Cringe.
How tall is Tom Holland? What if it turns out he's actually like 6'5"?
He's like, I think he's like 5 foot something. He's like, he's like...
The majority of people are.
Well, I think he's about Paul's height, I imagine. He's shorter than Zendaya when she's out on the catwalk. So, but who cares, right?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter too much.
That's the thing. I just don't understand their hatred of specifically Tom Holland. I don't think he's a good actor particularly. I just don't get hating him. And that's why I brought up Kate Blanchett. Even though she's a better actor, Mabel agrees. Even though she's a way better actor than Tom Holland, she was miscast in that Borderlands film, which is a game property.
I could potentially use the term sellout.
I would be fine with you saying that, I
think
guess.
It's actors have to work, and I think it's fine if they do something they're not particularly interested in. And I think I would upset a lot of people to know that's probably 99% of actors. I think the Borderlands film was like maybe the most logical extreme of that, where it's like that was obviously going to go under as a project. Oh, she's kicked her fucking tennis ball down by.
Let me go find a ball. Have you lost it?
She's so stupid.
Watch out! I can't see, baby.
Yeah, I mean, look. I think it's a bizarre complaint to just be like, oh, I hate this actor because they were in this film.
Yeah, they were just like, I hate him because he ruined Uncharted, and I was like, who cared about Uncharted? That film was never going to be good.
He could have been written really, really well as Nathan Drake, and he could have been really good.
Yeah.
Or it could have just been a direction problem. I think it's very rare that actors are truly miscast.
I think that you can make a character work for an actor and vice versa.
And you can certainly hire stronger actors for certain roles.
Yeah.
Like when I think of Nathan Drake, I'd probably go for more of an action star than, you know.
Because then they were like, oh, we love Tom Hardy though, and I was like,
yeah. You know why they love Tom Hardy though? Because he plays a man's man in a lot of his stuff. He plays
the right
man's
sort
man.
of masculine for them. It's fucking cringe. It's cringe. Oh, I like feminine men, but I hate any man that isn't like the stereotypical, guy.
I mean, ironically, every single man that Tom Hardy's played in just about every film I can think of was also meant to be objectively a terrible person. Like, who has he played? The Cray twins and Bronson,
and Venom,
and Bane. He plays unhinged psychopathic murderers, real or otherwise. Mm-hmm. But no, we like him. We like Tom Hardy.
We love Tom Hardy.
Has he ever been in like a rom-com, Tom Hardy?
Surely. I mean, you could argue that the Venom films are kind of rom-coms.
You know what? I'll let you have that.
Yeah.
The new Alien film is out. I haven't seen that, but I will watch that.
We'll watch it on our TV because we went to the cinema and had a terrible experience.
Watched Deadpool and Wolverine. We talked about it, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. And we just don't want to go to the cinema
Deadpool
anymore.
and Wolverine, there was a dude 6 seats over, and he was just like screaming through
and had
it.
his feet on the back of the other chairs.
Just a real dickhead. Honestly, he was that bad. I don't know if I mentioned this in the episode or if we even talked about it. He was that bad. I was like, this guy's got Tourette's.
Yeah, we
Don't
thought
worry
he
about
would
it.
had Tourette's, but then no, he doesn't.
Very sudden, violent outburst. But then the second the film started, he was just like dead silent.
Just quiet. Until there was a funny scene that wasn't funny. Sorry, Deadpool.
He had big American energy.
Americans have got, like... I don't understand you in cinema. I do not understand you in the cinema.
If I pay to go to a cinema, I do not want to hear everyone else's fucking voice. Shut up.
If you have an action scene and people go, whoa! It's like, what the fuck are you doing?
Captain America picks up the hammer.
You don't
and
do
the whole
that
cinema's
here.
like, bro! Yes, bro!
They're like Mabel,
Fucking
you know? They're
high-fiving
squonking and...
Guy gets his cock out and helicopters it. It's like, come on, shut up.
You know in like that scene in Joker where like Joker shoots that guy in the head?
Murray.
Yeah, and like in the American things they're like, ooh, and they're like, whoa, and in ours we're just dead silent.
I've never been to a cinema in the UK where anyone's...
The only
You
time...
get moments where people are like, oh,
the
or stuff
biggest
like that.
one what recently was in the most recent Spider-Man film, which I think we're allowed to spoil at this point, right? People know, right?
Oh, what, when?
Yeah, when all the when like other Spider-Man, Andrew Garfield, like turns up on screen, people are like, woo! But like that's the most animated people have ever been.
I would say the Deadpool and Wolverine movie, spoilers, I'm going to say it, so mute yourself for the next 15 seconds. I'll put a hand up on the screen when the spoilers are over.
Okay, on the screen when the spoilers are over.
Oh, I'll put the hand up for spoilers and I'll
Okay,
take
hand
it
up
when
for
it's done. I don't want you
spoilers.
reading my fingerprints though. There you go.
There you go.
When Wesley Snipes comes out as Blade.
And he's like, I'm real Blade.
I think everybody was like a bit woo for that one, but that was about it. Anyway, I'm taking my hand away. No, I want to say something else.
Okay.
And Gambit as well. When Gambit came out. But Gambit I think was a bit more of a deep cut. I'm going to make a name for myself.
The thing is that only you
there you
reacted
go.
to
Taking the hand
that.
away.
Yeah, the hands away. So you don't know what you was reacting to. I only noticed you reacting to that to me.
I don't think... Yeah, I imagine quite a few people didn't know who he was, because he wasn't in any of the films ever. That was his first... If I'm not mistaken. Or was he in X-Men 2? It doesn't matter, because that was his first... She dropped her ball
No,
again.
she's not lost her ball.
You are a dreadful dog. You're
She
dreadful.
is a dreadful dog.
You're really awful.
Don't listen to her, Mabel. You're actually very lovely.
You woof. You woof non-stop.
She does woof a lot.
Someone shuts a car door outside and she's like an air raid siren. What was the word for it?
Oh God, I
Braying?
don't know. Braying, yeah.
I
She
looked it up.
brays.
I was like, what the hell is this noise she's making? She does this thing called braying, which is halfway between a woof and a bark. But apparently only hounds do that. So I don't know what the hell she's doing.
She just goes like,
Because she's got a bark. And she's
Yeah.
got a howl. And this was neither. This is like a third what's wrong. Is it a meme?
It's a meme that you don't understand.
Okay.
It's an Ensemble Stars meme.
What? I played Fallout London.
Yeah?
The very overhyped Fallout mod
Yeah.
made by players. I'm not going to give my commentary or opinion on it because I did enough of that throughout the series. However, I will say I didn't mention this in the series either because it's vaguely political. John Burko, ex-Speaker of the House, did a voice in it.
Oh.
Playing the Speaker of the House.
Whoa.
It was a robot. Which is all like, whoa, okay, but like he was also fired for being a massive fucking bully.
Yeah.
Against his younger colleagues.
That's British
and everyone's
politics.
like, yeah, John Burko, because he says order, but he was actually like a really like horrible guy.
He goes like, order!
Yeah, that's exactly what he does in the game.
Yeah.
He only had like half a dozen voice lines because I imagine his fee is extravagant.
I
these
assume
days.
they did it on like Fiverr or something. You know those sites where you can like go on.
Cameo.
Yeah. You know
No,
when you get Nigel Farage just doing the big chungus lines.
I'm sure he must have signed off on it for use in a. It's not a commercial project, but like a fan project. I don't know. Either way, bit weird. You know, it'd be kind of like someone getting controversial, like Farage to do it or something like that. Arguably, Farage is far more questionable to get
Farage
into.
is currently active though.
Yeah,
You know?
but it just feels a bit odd because I know he's a bit of a meme, but he's also like not a nice person.
Part of me, because obviously I agree with you that he's a dick, but there's so many people that are dicks, you know, that
I mean,
are just allowed to do things.
True. I mean, there's 100 voice actors who have been awful people.
Yeah.
I think you could probably name a dozen off the top of your head immediately.
Yeah.
So I get it.
The
but, like,
weirdest one I've heard of recently is Kerber Fur.
Oh, don't.
That was like a huge controversy, and I wasn't expecting to hear Kerberfer's name again.
But they didn't hire him because he's a good voice. I suppose that's the difference, isn't it? That some people are hired as a voice actor and they just happen to have personal shit elsewhere.
Yeah.
This guy was hired because he is John Burko and
Yeah,
says,
because people
"Order,"
know who he is. Yeah.
and that's it. And it's like, bit weird. I didn't mention it, but hey.
It's difficult to talk about these sorts of things to a non-British audience.
And the sad part is I wanted to play the monkey game, Black Myth Wukong.
Oh yeah, we were talking about that.
Which came out recently, but that has a bit of controversy surrounding it as well. I don't know the facts behind it, and to be honest, it's so muddied and everyone's arguing different points. I'm like, either I play it and I just accept that obviously some games have questionable things in development. If you only play games that didn't have any problems at all with them, your gaming roster would be down to minute indie games.
Yeah, you'd just be able to play Hades and that's it.
Because any AAA gaming studio, I mean, good luck, you wouldn't be able to play anything Ubisoft have put out in the past 15 years.
No, couldn't play anything like, what, EA? No. Activision? No.
No EA, no BioWare, no anything. You'd be doomed. So I think I'm just going to take that approach where I'm like, in the first episode, I'll probably say like, hey, it's got some dodgy stuff. I looked into it. It was all a bit like questionable sources and stuff like that. So I'm just going to go with it. And if you don't like it, then don't watch. And I'll start a new game soon or something like that.
Yeah.
Because it's a Souls game. I might not even like it.
True.
Might be really inapproachable.
I mean, you had problems with Sekiro because it has a learning curve and you were like, I don't have time to learn this right now. I've got work.
Yeah, Sekiro was such a departure that I just couldn't be asked. But yeah,
I'm going to be playing... When Mabel's finished squonking.
Yeah.
I'm going to be playing Elden Ring soon with my friend.
Oh, with that seamless co-op mod.
Yeah, I'm going to play it with Maria, and it's going to be awesome, hopefully. I didn't really like Elden Ring, as people know. I found the open world to be, like, too open.
I hate it. I said this during the Fallout playthrough. I want to be pointed in a direction.
Yeah, tell me where to go.
And I would like it to get increasingly difficult so as to be a challenge. But I do not want the challenge to be navigation and resources. I'm not interested in that.
I don't really... Like, in Dark Souls 3, because it's like, there's a few paths you can go, but it is like, there is a way to go. Like, and the storylines are not very, like, widespread. If you want to do stuff in Elden Ring, you have to know where they all are. You have to have a guide up if you want to get all the characters'
Dark Souls 3
stories.
always converges, right? So sure, you can go fight the Crystal Sage and go down that route.
Yeah.
Or you can go the opposite through the swamps. Mm-hmm. And that all converges. But obviously you have to do both. You can pick a direction, but generally a lot of stuff... Or there is, like, optional areas that you can just totally skip entirely.
Yeah, like the demon route. Yeah.
So, I mean, I like that approach, because it gives you key points to hit with some branching stuff, some stuff that converges back together, but... That's the problem with Elden Ring. I was just like, there is so much shit to do. It's the same reason I don't play Ubisoft games. When you load up the world map...
And it's just like pings all over the map.
50,000 collectibles, 18 towers to climb, 40 side missions. It's the same reason why I switched off Witcher. And it's honestly kind of why I like the Bethesda school of doing things, where do what you want to do, and it's heavily signposted. Mm-hmm. And you just happen to sometimes stumble across weird little quests and extra stuff. And if it happens naturally, it happens naturally.
That's the thing, right? Like with because we've been playing Oblivion, right?
Yeah.
And in Oblivion, I could have gone down the main quest and found quests, but instead I decided to, because you knew what you were doing, join the Magician's Guild, then the Thief's Guild, and then, you know, the Dark Brotherhood, etc. But I've gone through all of those, and I've never had to look up a walkthrough on how to get to the next quest, because they're just like, go to this person and get the quest.
I think it's... yeah, I mean, could you imagine if Oblivion had a world map where it showed you where all the quests are, and all the collectibles are, and all the plants are, like it does in The Witcher, or in Elden Ring?
Well, because Elden Ring's the opposite. Elden Ring just gives you nothing.
Yeah, right.
And it's like, I can't do with nothing. I just can't. Because for me, it feels like, I get like task paralysis, where I'm just like, I can go anywhere.
It's decision paralysis, isn't it?
Yeah, and I'm just like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do at this point. Because I got to the point where I beat up the man with the many arms, and then my friend was like, oh, well, you know, you could have gone here and here and here. And I was like, oh.
Any idea how little that narrows it down?
He's like the first big guy.
Godric the Grafted.
Yeah?
Forefathers, one and all.
I beat him first try, and I was like, I've been playing too much Dark Souls 3 to find this game hard at the moment, and then I was like, not enjoying myself.
I think that's a big problem for me, is it's like Dark Souls 3 adjacent, and it's like, I could just play Dark Souls 3.
Right, I was watching my friend, like, playing it, and I was like, I want to play Dark Souls 3. I actually restarted Dark Souls 3 the other day, and I was just, like, having a good time.
Should we have a sippy of tea?
Yeah, sure, I've just been supping it, to be honest.
Right. Oh, well, you keep spoiling the format.
Well, we've had this tea on tea review before.
Oh, have we?
Yeah, I've not bought any new teas recently.
What is this, apple?
No, it's strawberry.
Strawberry and apple.
There's some apple in it, yeah.
Oh.
But it's strawberries and cream.
I can only taste apple.
Well, it's better than tasting nothing.
But I don't really want hot, diluted apple.
You have Turkish apple tea all the time.
Yeah, but that's because I put 12 spoons in it. And I can taste it. I can feel the enamel slide off my teeth with each sip. We were very generously offered to be sent some, like a tea care package. And I'm looking into a P.O. box, but it's like tremendously expensive. Because someone else was like, oh yeah, I'd like to send some stuff as well. And it's like, I appreciate that. And obviously it's incredibly kind, and it would give us more stuff to do, like directly address on Tea Review, instead of us just kind of meandering topic to topic. But we're too far away to like pick P.O. box stuff up these days.
Yeah, we are.
We'd have to get public transport to go to P.O. box location, wherever that's even going to be at this point. Yeah. Whereas when in our old place, because we lived in the city, we were able to just get it delivered directly to the front door. So I'm not sure how it would work. So I need to look into it. I don't think we're close enough for that now.
It'd be so much easier if I could drive, bro.
Wouldn't it just?
I am still learning. It's for the people who are noticing, you know. Well, actually,
yes.
Sorry, somebody brought up in the last episode that we didn't actually explain what was wrong with Mabel. She was just ill again. We just said she was ill.
Oh yeah, she's got an ear infection. She's had a recurring ear infection since she was a little doggy in one ear. Or in this case, it's a yeast infection, right? But it's aggravated by stuff. So
yeah, it's allergies.
We've got to be careful of her diet and things like that. So we're testing out a new diet on her now, which seems to be like fine.
Yeah, she can't have. We're not giving her any grains, no poultry, because her brother is allergic to grain and poultry. So we're like, maybe it's that. So right now she's on fish, grain-free food, and then she gets like yak chews and like all sorts of like edible animal parts.
Hell yeah!
As in like hooves and horns.
I get a lot of edible animal parts as well, like pepperoni pizza.
Yes, just like that. You didn't even have a pepperoni pizza today. You had a cheese pizza.
I had a cheesy pizza.
Me too.
What a life, huh?
I think it's like I'm not even a big pizza fan, so it was okay though. I'm in this place now where I'm just like I want to get cheap food only.
I just can't. Yeah, honestly, I'm so checked out because nice food has become so expensive.
It's so unbelievably expensive.
It's like not even worth it as a treat now. When like two of us we ordered sushi not too long ago.
Yeah, because it was my birthday.
Like delivery sushi, and it came out at like I was like what 120 quid or something like that.
It was like really expensive.
Fucking hell! Like, how do these businesses stay open? Who's buying this?
Because the thing is, like, to get like any sushi is like really expensive, like prohibitively.
Yeah, like I get sushi's like the most expensive thing to order, right?
But it was like, oh, let's do it for a treat, and then we were like, well, we've put the order in now.
But even then, like McDonald's
is way right. That we've actually got a problem with that in this country. I don't know if it's in other countries. And McDonald's has put up the prices so much that they're actually starting to lose money.
They've priced themselves out, and now they're introducing it. So recently, they introduced like this. Like 3-for-1 deal where you can buy 3 burgers for one or mix and match. That was it, wasn't it?
Yeah, but you can't take any of the toppings off and
you can't customize it. So, I mean, it's kind of it's a very what's the word? First world problem. That's it.
True.
It's a first world problem to complain about the price of McDonald's, but like just fucking pull your prices down. I understand your profit margins are all that matter.
The thing is, right, because when I remember how McDonald's was as a young person, when I was like a teenager. The majority of people that were in there were like teens and then like families. It was it just feels like you're pushing them out of your custom.
I never went as a kid, but I think I went like once.
Yeah.
And I remember you used to be able to get like 99p meals for kids and shit like that. Like it was insanely cheap. And these days it's like crazy time. And this is not just like a McDonald's, it's like everywhere.
Well, the thing is, right, Burger King, as much as we're about to complain about it, is now the same price as McDonald's. And Burger King used to be the more expensive.
Yeah, I think we've sort of said this before, and some people can believe it, but like McDonald's used to be the cheap option, Burger King used to be the nicer option, and now it's kind of, Burger King's food policy is shit. Yeah, their chips are nice, but their burgers are always
a burgers are really bad, yeah. Like, I don't know where they get their bacon from, but it is the saltiest bacon.
Bacon is vile.
It is the saltiest. I'm like the sort of person that can deadass just eat salt. That bacon is too salty.
I genuinely think that shit's like preserved, and they just don't need to freeze it that way. They can just like shove it in the loft and pull it down when they need it.
It is the worst bacon ever.
It honestly is like Mabel's bacon rashers that I used to buy her before the food ban came in.
It tastes like the smell of a bacon sizzler, yeah.
It really does. They're horrific.
Yeah, really bad.
And this is why I only eat salad.
Well, soon you're gonna be on the salad, aren't you?
I am. I'm having dental work done. Extensive dental work done.
Yeah, because the top of your mouth is like...
I've got to have all my arches widened, and I had a teeth pulled. Oh, I talked about it, didn't I? Because I couldn't talk for a couple of days.
Yeah.
I had a tooth pulled ages ago because I had an infection on my jawline, and they had to yank the tooth out. The tooth was fine, but it was just like basically shit had worked its way down, I suppose, over years and ages, and it just led to a massive infection. So they pulled the tooth, and now because they've done that, the teeth on either side have basically started collapsing in.
Oh, really?
I can tell when I floss. Because to floss between all my other teeth, I actually have to, like, floss normally. But then the gap between... there's, like, the gap, and then there's a tooth. And there's another tooth. And the gap between those two teeth is, like, wide. Mm-hmm. So all the teeth are collapsing in there.
Yeah.
So I'm going to get a load of shit fixed. Otherwise it's gonna catch up with me down the line.
Well, I might as well get it fixed while you're young, right?
That's happening. So that will probably affect the way I can speak for ages.
I hope that... Because they said that it wouldn't be too bad.
Allegedly.
I hope that they're right.
Yeah, but simultaneously, I've also got some sort of nasty sinus infection / whatever's going on with me right now.
Yeah.
Which the doctors are going to hopefully sort out in a couple of weeks. So between that, me being like constantly nasally, and then also having all my mouth fucked with, I'm going to be like... I'm not going to be able to talk, which is, unfortunately...
Your job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a fun couple of days.
It's definitely going to be an interesting time, and because
I'm going to have to retrain myself to speak. I'm not actually going to have to do like vocal therapy for myself.
Yeah.
To like talk, but like obviously I'll have to change my tongue positioning.
Because like whenever I've got a sleeping retainer, but not for
braces.
Not for braces. It's for stopping me grind my teeth at night. And when I've got that, it's the tongue positioning. I think you're used to having your tongue touch the top of your mouth.
Yeah, this is really going to fuck me up.
Yeah. Well, it'll be interesting. What a nice little journey.
But then maybe in 18 months' time I'll be a virtuoso. After my teeth have been stretched.
I hope it helps, because it will help your breathing. It's supposed to anyway.
Yeah, so this is a side effect of also being a thumb sucker as a kid for years and years and years. And it's like gammed all my mouth up.
Yeah.
Got like a really narrow...
Like the rest of his family have all got really straight teeth, so it's literally just like from when you were a kid.
All my arches are like super, super narrow. I have braces as well. And it didn't really help at all. So hopefully this will fix it.
Well, because I don't think they actually pushed your arches.
They didn't do anything else with my face shape. They literally just moved the teeth. Which is fine aesthetically, but it didn't help with any other
your
problems
breathing,
I've got.
yeah.
So hopefully this is going to do some serious damage. You're not allowed to take like not paracetamol, but ibuprofen and stuff, because that's anti-inflammatory, and the inflammation is what is apparently going to fix it. So we'll see how it goes.
Well, I hope so. Oh god, it's going to be so uncomfortable.
And if nothing else, I'm going to have an absolutely beautiful set of teeth.
That's true.
Because they also do frequent tooth whitening with it, and I'm going to look like a supermodel.
Oh, great.
I'm going to have like American teeth. Whoa.
See, I was like born with just straight teeth.
Well, so was I, but then...
Oh yeah, yours got
crippling childhood anxiety has...
changed that for you.
Fucked my arches up, apparently.
I've just got I've always had really straight teeth. But my it's like half and half. So like my mum's got like awful teeth, but she had braces.
Yeah.
Well, my dad's got straight teeth, but his teeth are rotting out of his head. So it was like the difference between those. Like my brother got the strong teeth, but the badly shaped teeth, and then I got the double whammy of good strong teeth and straight teeth.
Do you think that dentists are getting like slightly pissed off by smoking ban, alcohol tax increase, sugar tax?
You know what? Maybe. Because the dentists, like, back home, before I left, they were, like, constantly asking you to come in.
Do you think they're, like, getting a little bit... I imagine... I might look that up just out of pure curiosity, because I imagine the amount of fillings and cavities have gone... Surely it's going to have some impact, right?
You just assume so. Well, considering how everything is more expensive now, people can't fucking afford it.
People are just eating air. Filter feeding like a plankton.
To be fair, like, I live on just, like, water. The only thing that I can't... The only drink that I have besides water is, like, tea and coffee. I don't have any, like, Coke or anything like that.
I just have a strong tea. And occasionally we'll have a Coca-Cola, but, like...
It's like if we've
said that before, like, when we have too much Coca-Cola, it just starts tasting like...
It's
total...
awful.
I have no clue how people can... Bear in mind, in America, they have, like, those fucking 3 litre bottles
the
of
massive
standard.
ones,
The big gulps. I watched a video, actually, on that, where it's like a UK fast food compared to American fast food. Their large size in McDonald's is twice the size of our large size.
Really?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Those motherfuckers are guzzling. So, I can only imagine Whatever we were talking about.
The cavities.
No, we weren't talking about that.
We were talking about...
How did we get onto that?
Because we were talking about...
Listen, I got brain rot, like, actually, though.
Cavities and how they would be affected by people not having the sugar tax.
Yeah.
And then we moved on to talking about how we sometimes get Coke.
Coca-Cola. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know how Americans can drink, like, 3 litres of that shit.
No.
It's crazy. I have, like, a can, and I'm like, that's me good.
Yeah, because the thing is, like, I've recently come to terms with the fact that I am old and have constant heartburn.
In your 20s.
Yeah, I know.
I'm in my 20s. We're not old.
We're in the late 20s.
I'm not old.
You don't want to accept it in your heart.
I'm not old, though.
We are young people, but what I'm saying is that my body cannot take the amount of, like, sugar that I could as a small child. I don't know how...
I mean, of course, yeah.
Like, because I don't I've never been a sugar person, even when I was a little kid.
I'm sugary.
I'm not.
I would eat sugar for breakfast, noon, and tea. What?
Lunch, breakfast, lunch, and dinner?
Lunch, that's the one I'm after. Noon.
Breakfast, noon, and tea. You a hobbit?
Second breakfast.
Yeah, even when I was little, I wasn't a huge sweet person. Like, everyone else would be having pancakes with, like, syrup, and I'd have it with gravy.
Oh.
I like Yorkshire pudding, so it's just the same thing.
Yes, but Americans aren't going to understand that context, because when they think
pancakes, they think they're, like,
they're going to think
thick,
those
fluffy
fucking
ones.
fluffy-ass buttery scotch things.
To be fair, I made you some of those, and they were pretty good.
They're nice, but, like, pancakes in the UK are, like, savoury by default. They're just batter that's been
It's just batter,
cooked
and
in
then
a pan.
you put toppings on.
Okay, so it's the same as what Americans would probably consider a crepe.
Yeah, but it's not quite
Don't
the same
you
as a
dare say crepes are thinner. They are not. We've been over this before in a tea review.
Yeah, but, like, No, I'm saying that ours are oilier than any crepe I've had.
That's just how you make them, motherfucker. Crepes and pancakes here are the same. European pancakes and our pancakes, they're the same.
I was talking to this with my German friend because they were like, have you seen German pancakes? And I was like, that's just a
pancake. Yeah, that's just what we call a pancake.
Oh, actually, do you want to show the German chocolate we got?
Oh, yeah, it is, Kinder Country.
We don't have Kinder Country here.
Never heard of this. It's tremendously German because it's like a cereal bar.
It is like a cereal bar. It's like, for people that are from the UK, and maybe they're in the US too, there's Cocoa Pop cereal bars. It tastes like that, but more chocolate.
It's chocolatey Kinder, and in the middle is like grains. You got like oats, and you got little nibbly bits. And I'm like, that's so German, because if you put... Okay, fruit and nut is a thing here. Cadbury fruit and nut.
Yeah, fruit and nut is huge here.
Other than that, if you put anything other than more sugar into a chocolate bar, people will be livid. They would just simply... That would be considered a health bar in the UK.
Thing is, my favourite chocolate bar from Cadbury is Cadbury Whole Nut.
Whole Nut, though.
Whole Nut is banging.
Whole Nut's good
That's
shit.
the best.
Okay, so Cadbury Whole Nut, you don't believe this. Cadbury bars are in squares, like chocolate tends to be, but in each square is a nut.
Oh, it's so good. It's like the best chocolate.
You like a whole nut?
I do love a whole nut. I haven't had Cadbury Whole Nut. It's since we're in our old house.
Would you want some?
No.
Oh.
I'm trying to be less of a fat fuck.
Yeah, but it's delicious.
It is. The thing is, right, I'm trying to, like, because my heartburn's been so annoying. Like, this is going to give me insane heartburn. I'm trying to, like, not. I'm just trying to avoid things that, like, make me feel pain. But the problem is, though, I'm popping Rennies, like, they're, like...
Eckies.
Yeah, I just keep on having Reynolds.
You don't even drink alcohol anymore. It's just what happened. I used to be fun, and now I've, like...
The thing is, right, like, our two friends
I
that
fell
we
off.
drink with both do terrifying things when they're drunk. So, like, I'm not surprised that they don't want to drink anymore.
Everyone fell off. What happened? We used to be so fun. You remember during COVID when we were fun? Bring COVID back. I saw this in Discord. People thrive... creativity thrives under limitation. I totally agree. I've said that before. I think we need COVID back. I think we need a lockdown.
I saw that, like, apparently kids are, like, stunted by it.
Yeah,
but apparently girls, like young girls, matured like 4 years faster than they were supposed to during lockdown, and boys matured like an extra year or something like that. It's very strange how it has affected people, because apparently then a lot of them have regressed and going back into like a normal routine. But yeah, like, strange things have happened to young people.
That must have been really fun growing up as a kid during COVID lockdown. That's like a once-in-a-lifetime thing.
I
That must have been so unique for them.
I was saying to your sister, I think, like, I wish that I'd done my A-levels during COVID so I wouldn't have to do them.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that would have been great. University, though, people had a lot of trouble at university.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Because it's like, you actually want to do your education there. Assumedly, you should.
Well, I didn't, but...
But yeah, like, it makes it really difficult because a lot of the instructors are, like, real boomery. I just have no idea what they're doing. It's definitely interesting.
I miss that. Just the idea of... These days I have regrets because I'm working all day and I want to go out. Whereas it was during COVID, I was like, I can't go out. This is so liberating. It was so liberating. Because if I wasn't working, I'm like, oh, I've got nothing to do. I'll just keep working. God, let's go back. I know a lot of people hate that.
I think you need therapy, Brad.
I know a lot of people are going to hate that, but I think we should just be on permanent lockdown. If I was Prime Minister, we would be martial law 24/7.
You're the sort of people that, like, Britain First are, like, complaining about.
Me? Why?
Because they were like, it's a conspiracy.
Oh, no,
they're trying to keep us locked in
Britain
forever.
First are complaining about people like me. Oh, no, what a terrible shame.
Do you not remember that? Like, people like my uncle going around being like, it's a conspiracy. They're trying to keep us inside. Eventually, we're all going to be locked inside forever. And it's like, why?
Yeah, what benefit would they get from that?
Genuinely, I was thinking this to myself, like, why would they do that? Like, anybody who
Crash the economy.
Like, this is the thing, right? I was thinking about just purely economically, nobody wants that.
That's what the billionaires in power want more than anything else.
That's why
We still
Elon
haven't
Musk
recovered
loves it
from
so
COVID.
much.
Yeah, morons.
Yeah, Elon
Lack
Musk
of critical
loved
thinking.
it. Oh, God, absolute arsehole. Speaking of Elon Musk.
No, I'm putting a permanent, what was it, moratorium? Is that the word I'm looking for?
Moratorium, is it?
On him, he's gone, he's out, he's been vetoed permanently, he is banned. No discussion of him, not discussing politics. It's off. I
wasn't going to talk about politics. We're going to talk
I'm
about
saying
the
that they are in
Taylor
the
Swift
same
thing.
camp here. They are detabled. They are gone from tier review forever. I don't want to hear it. You don't want to hear it. No one at home wants to hear it.
Not going to hear about much then.
I remember a good time, right, when not everything had to be bipartisan and political. There was a time when people were able to just get on. I remember that. I really do. It was quite nice to be the final generation that remembers when people just used to get on.
Yeah.
There used to be a rule in people's houses, no discussing politics, no discussing religion, you know? That used to be nice. And now everybody talks about it all the fucking time.
I was never free of it because my dad would always talk about it.
Actually, that's weird things about that we probably are like the final generation that was raised without knowing everybody's
Opinions.
political opinions all the time, non-stop.
Yeah, probably.
That's crazy, bro. Maybe we were born in the best time, or maybe we were born in the worst time. I haven't decided yet.
Probably one of the worst ones.
Born in time to never see the internet, but then also, like...
I feel like the people that were born... Like, I'm going to say this, because my parents were really young when I was born. They were 17 when I was born. They were probably in, like, the best position for not having to deal with the internet until they were a bit older.
Yeah.
But, obviously, they still had the problem of, the housing.
Yeah, but that Wild West era of the internet during my formative years was tremendous. When the internet wasn't this highly regulated, crazy thing, and it was just people sharing shit and being creative and forums.
Yeah, it was a different time back then. Yeah.
MSN Messenger with the nudge button. Fruited your arrow. Oh. God, how I miss that. Do 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 do.
People don't know what that is.
People know the Fruited your arrow music.
People might know
Aquatic Ambience.
They might know the music from TikTok, but they don't know about Fruited your arrow,
People
except
know
for
what
when
Fruited
you've
Your Arrow
talked
is.
about it on Tea Review.
Bro, it's so good. It feels like fresh. It's like minty.
The thing about it is, it's like hopeful about the future.
Aggressive
Fruited Your
optimism is how I'd describe it.
And then you actually look at what society became.
I know. It's tremendously depressing.
What was the video? You were watching Sonic singing in Chinese,
Yeah.
and then the top comment was, "We were promised flying cars."
Sonic. He goes, Tails, boy, it's freezing here. Chilling. And then the top comment is...
Just like we were promised flying cars. It definitely is different.
The future's that we've lost it.
Oh.
There was where was the split, do you think? When did the timelines diverge? When did we go from Fruited your arrow, perfect Windows Vista era to dirty minimalist, flat, modern, grayscale everything. It was when Google changed the fucking logo.
I was thinking that was when it happened.
When Gmail and Google Drive all became angular and boring and monotone. That's when it happened. It's when Windows Vista went down badly. Because then Microsoft specifically rebranded to move away from the stained glass and the Fruta Guerrero style, and that's when they moved to modern Windows to try and make it detached from... And now everything's fucking boring.
My brain just went dun 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 dun. It's like the entering the PC.
So annoyed. I liked the Windows 95 startup theme. Or was it Windows 98? It was like diddly 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 diddly.
Oh, the one that's like a full thing.
And then older Windows used to just go da-da. That was quite nice. But you wouldn't get that now because it would be...
Do you remember...
It's not professional enough.
The phones that turned on going, hello, Moto, and he did like a full fucking song.
Dun dun dun.
It was
dun,
like...
dun, 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 dun,
It was like, do-do-do-do-do. And I had to like hide my phone under the bed because obviously my parents couldn't know that I was on my phone. So I was like pushing the microphone, like sorry, the speakers into my pillow so it was muffled. I was going do-do-do-do-do-do. Kids don't know.
We all no idea.
They've just got like the apple that like comes up on the screen.
You know what else we need to bring back? We're at this part of the theory. You know what else we need to bring back? Smiley Central adverts on web pages.
No, we do not. I hate Smiley Central, bro.
Smiley Central.
I'm having Nam flashbacks.
Hello.
So obnoxious.
Are they the one that used to knock on the glass?
Oh my god. Ugh.
MSN added those. Like emojis that would make noise. Do you remember? That was like death knell of MSN.
I don't remember it.
In school, people used to add everybody to a group chat.
Yeah.
200 people or whatever. And then someone would say like a really loud emoji. The ding 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 hello from Smiley Central. Or nudge the whole group over and over and over.
See, we couldn't get on MSN on our computers.
Now it's just Discord, Nitro, buy stickers. That's... 20 years ago, you'd have fucking paid for a nudge button. They would have put... If MSN was modern, they would have put that behind MSN Premium.
To be fair, I think the reason why Skype, didn't work in the end was because it was like, hey, do you want to pay for international calls? And we're like, why would we call a real phone on Skype?
Corporate greed kills fun. That's the episode. That's
Capitalism.
Cyberpunk, Choom. Cyberpunk 2077. What? Mabel's drinking, but then at the bottom of her collar scrape along the edge of the bowl.
No,
it sounds like she's soaring. Yeah. She's having such an enormous drink.
Why are you so thirsty?
She's inflating like Kirby. She's enormous.
Oh, bro, I feel like we should get our Smash Bros. Mains tattooed on us. I keep on thinking about it.
I'm gonna get Ganondorf's face on my face. Oh, actually, that's probably not...
That's probably blackface, bro.
I was gonna say, that's probably not a good idea, because I don't think he's a white character.
Don't do that. Like, these days, his skin is very dark green. I don't think it'd go down well.
He's Gerudo.
Yeah.
He's got all the best music in Gerudo Valley.
I think because my two mains are Dark Pit and Byleth.
My mains are comedy mains. I don't have a real... I play Ganondorf and Little Mac.
And Donkey Kong.
The worst characters in Smash Bros.
And you always destroy us if you try. It sucks.
Minecraft Steve. And then people are like, oh my god, do you like Minecraft? I'll be like, what?
You don't play Minecraft Steve.
Oh, I know, this is what I'm like. I'll be like, what?
Who? You mean the Smash character?
You must be confused. This guy's from Super Smash Bros. get like Joker or Solid Snake or something. Oh, you love Metal Gear? What?
I love Persona 5.
You're confused. This is Super Smash Brothers.
Bruh. Yeah, I play Byleth male version though, and nobody likes him except me. It feels like so.
Nobody does. Literally, no one's ever played him.
Nobody's ever played him. Poor Zach Aguilar. Mabel, stop squonking, bro.
She's woken back up now. She's bored of us. Right, let's wrap it up there then.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us here in Tea Review. Tomorrow we might come back. I don't know. We'll see how I'm getting on with work. Cause that's...
You finger me like that?
The video is ending. Fuck off now. The video is ending. Fuck off now. Go outside, Matthew and Dale too. And little Scoot. You fucking...
Poo.
Poo. Nice, nailed it. Right, fucking turn it off.
Okay.